What's up, party people? My name is Georgina and I use she, hers pronouns. Today, I am here bringing you another Vinyasa video. We are moving to Sun Salutation B. This is another sequence in many yoga practice or classes. We'll add some movement and the body, and we also challenge the body and the mind. Are you ready? Let's go. We'll begin with our Tadasana. We learned this in our first video. Tadasana is your mountain pose. Your feet are open, hip distance apart, palms are open, fingers facing down towards the earth. And remember, our practice always begins setting an intention. Intentions give you a direction, so that's why they are important. If it's okay, close your eyes. And just take a couple of moments here just to settle. How are you feeling today? How is your day going? Pressing to the four corners of your foot, pressing to your heel, pressing to the ball of your foot. Lift your toes up, and that way you will make your foundation. Once you have your foundation, relax your toes down. Pranayama, breath control. When you inhale, feel the air going through your nostrils, traveling all the way down to your lungs. And when you exhale, contract your lungs and let all the air out. Inhale, the air goes in. Exhale out. We're going to start with a couple Surya Namaskar A, just to make sure that you remember what you learned in my last video. Inhale, bring the arms up, reach to the sky, palms facing up, hands together and fall forward. Micro bend those knees. Relax your chest down, hands on the mat, or remember, you can always use your blocks. Allow your body to hang heavy here. Relax your head. Place your hands on your shin bones, halfway lift, full extension of your back. Hips back, heart forward. Find that natural curve of your neck. Now surrender in that forward bend. Hands on the mat, step back into your plank or push-up position. Shoulders on top of your wrist. Walk your feet back a little bit and shift the weight forward. Now the ball of your foot is right under your heels. Drop your knees down, point the toes, send the heart forward. Now make sure that your shoulders are passing your wrist, and from here go all the way down. Little cobra, pressing to the top of your feet. Lift those knees off the mat. Push your hands and lift your chest up. Shoulders away from your ears. Think of your shoulders and hips going back towards your hips. Release. Tuck the toes. Push your hands, push to your knees, come up to your fours. And from here into that downward dog. Press to your hands. Weight is on your legs, now on your arms. Hips back, tailbone up. Bend your knees a little bit. If you notice that you're rounding and your shoulders are almost on top of your wrist, bend your legs so you can press your chest back. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Walk your feet forward. Hands on the shin bones, halfway lift. Surrender in that forward bend. Hands to your hips, shoulders back, and very slow. Come all the way up. Let's do one more like this. Inhale, reach those arms up, hands together, micro bend the knees and go forward. Halfway lift, full extension of your back. Surrendering that forward bend. Step back into your plank. Drop to your knees, point the toes, sternum forward and bend your elbows. Little cobra, knees off the mat. Downward facing dog. Remember, go up to your forwards first and then send your hips up and back. Walk your feet forward. Halfway lift. Release. Hands to your hips, shoulders back, and come all the way up. All right. Surya Namaskar B. We're gonna use a lot of those legs, so maybe today your legs are gonna burn a little bit, but it's fine. I'm gonna start showing you the Uttarasana chair pose. Your feet, the traditional way is feet together, but really this doesn't work too much for our bodies. More if you're a plus size body, this doesn't work too much. So feet open, hip distance apart, shoulders back and down. Now bend your legs, drop those hips back and down, weight is on your heels, and if you reach your arms down and you can touch the floor, that's great. If not, maybe you're blocked, so just here. Just make sure that you don't drop your chest down. Keep your hands in front of your heart. Take one more breath here. I told you, those legs are gonna be on fire today. Inhale, exhale, hands down, push all the way up. Now I'm gonna do it sideways. Bring the arms up. Now bring the arms forward, shoulder level. And from here, drop those hips back and down. Again, weight is on your heels. Make sure that your knees are not passing your toes. They are right in the middle. Drop those hips down as low as you can. This is as low as I can because of my hip. Everybody's different. Just make that your shoulders are not up. You want the shoulders down, reaching those fingers. Take a deep breath. Inhale, exhale, hands down. Halfway lift, full extension. Surrender in that forward bend. Step back, go to your plank. Chaturanga, that's your push-up. I already give you the option to go to your knees. Let's go for the next option. Bend those elbows. From here, drop to your knees, point the toes, little cobra, and go into your child's pose. This is the best pose to be on class. Just a pose to reset. You can reach those arms forward. Keep those hands under your forehead. Maybe your glutes are touching your heels or not. It's fine. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the nose. Let's go into our downward dog. Pressing those hips back. Tailbone up. Bring your right leg up. Lift it up, lift it up, lift it up. Now, to bring that foot forward, it's about making space. Then bring your knee towards your chest, and instead of dropping the hip, lift your hip up. Now, step that foot forward. So maybe your foot goes right here. So with your right hand, push that foot to the front. Make sure that your knee and your heel are in the same line. Now drop the knee down and bring the chest up. This is the best way to start your warrior one. I always start slow, then we build up. this is the same warrior one as if you were standing. So make sure to push your hips forward, relax those shoulders down, bring your arms up. Now if your shoulders feel tight and you're rounding, open your arms into your V or keep your hands in front of your heart. Take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale, hands down. Tuck the toes, lift the knee up and step back into your downward dog. Bring that left leg up. Lift, now knee to the chest. Instead of dropping the hip, lift your hip up and step that foot forward. Drop the knee down. Push your hip forward. Make sure that your knee and your heel are in the same line. And from here, bring that chest up. When you're ready, reach those arms. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Hands to the mat. Tuck the toe, lift the knee up, step back, downward facing dog. Walk the feet forward. Halfway lift. Release. Hands to your hips, shoulders back. Come all the way up. Now listen, I get it. Some of us, with age, with sports, we have bodies, they have injuries, and that's fine. So what I want you to do is grab your blocks. I'm gonna use my blocks to move into our Vinyasa. All I'm asking is for you to be patient. Don't give up. We're gonna use those blocks, and then we'll move to our full warrior one. So place those blocks right on top, right on the front of your mat. They can go low, they can go as high as you need them. Tadasana, mountain pose. Relax those shoulders. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, go forward. Hands on the blocks. Halfway lift, full extension. Surrender in that forward bend. Step back, go to your push-up position. Chaturanga, you can drop to your knees. Bend those elbows from here. Up dog. Now we're gonna go into that downward facing dog. Here goes that space. Bring that right leg up. Now shift the weight forward, knee towards the chest, step that foot to the front. You see that space that those blocks make for me? Instead of my foot be back here, when you have your blocks and you lift your hips, you can step that foot a little bit more forward. Drop the back heel down. Your back foot is on a 45-degree angle. Now we tend to set the right hip out. I want you to bring it in. Center your body. Push your tailbone towards your right knee. Look to the front. Hands on your blocks or on the floor. When you're ready to keep setting your pose, I want you to reach those fingers back. Shoulders away from your ears. Take a deep breath. And when you exhale, without changing anything on your lower body, bring your arms up. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the nose. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Hands to your blocks. Step back, downward facing dog. Now bring that left leg up, knee to the chest, lift your hip up and step that foot forward. Drop that right heel down. Your right foot is on your 45-degree angle. Again, don't send that hip out. Bring the hip in. Think of that line in the middle of your mat. Look to the front. Take a deep breath. Now let's reach those fingers back. Strong. Press into that front leg, and without losing that, reach those arms up. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Hands to the block. Step back. Downward facing dog. Now, this is my favorite part, to have those blocks to come forward. Come up on your toes. Walk your feet forward. See how you have space? Or you can just start practicing a little jump. Come up on your toes. Jump those feet forward. Halfway lift. Release. Arms to the side. Shoulders back. Come all the way up. Hands together and to your heart. All right, you got it. So now we're gonna move through the full Vinyasa, Surya Namaskar A, Surya Namaskar B. You have the option to use your blocks or no. I go halfway. I'll split my block. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. That depends on how my body and my hip feels. You can do the same. We're gonna do 2 rounds of this and then you're done. Are you ready? Let's go. Mountain pose. Take a deep breath. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, go forward. Use your blocks if you want to. Halfway lift or hands on your shin bones. Surrender in that forward bend. Step back, go to your push-up. Chaturanga, you can drop to your knees. Up dog or little cobra. Downward facing dog. Come up on your toes and walk your feet forward. Halfway lift. Release. Arms to the side, all the way up. Hands together and to your heart. Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, reach. Exhale, chair pose. Hands to the mat. Go to your plank. Chaturanga, you can drop to your knee. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. Bring your right leg up. Knee to the chest, step that foot forward. Drop that left heel down, 45-degree angle. Bring your glute in. Reach those fingers back. Moving into your warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back, downward dog. Bring that left leg up. Step that foot forward. Drop that right heel down. Reach those fingers back. Come up. Warrior one. Hands to the mat. Step back. Downward dog. Come up on your toes. Walk or hop your feet forward. Halfway lift. Release. Arms to the side. All the way up. Hands together. And to your heart. Good job. We did it. Thank you for joining me today. I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day.